Her father opened the door and frowned before I even spoke. Eyes dropped to my stained jeans, the sweat on my collar, the streak of oil across my cheek I'd missed in the rearview mirror. He sneered. "I see you decided to dress down for the occasion." I didn't defend myself, didn't explain how I'd pulled over to help a woman stranded on the side of the road, her vintage Mercedes choking smoke into the air. Didn't tell him how I knelt in gravel, hands deep in a 70-year-old engine, while she sobbed softly behind the wheel, clutching a photo of her late husband taped to the dashboard. Didn't say I made her laugh again before she drove off. I just nodded, stepped inside. My girlfriend, Claire, didn't meet my eyes. Her mother whispered something in her ear, lips curled. That was my first real clue. When I met Claire, I didn't know she was a performance, elegant, polished, gentle on the surface. I saw her in bookstores, sipping tea, speaking softly. She let me believe that meant depth. But I learned too late, people can mimic kindness, especially when it helps them rise. Her parents never liked me, not because I was cruel, but because I wasn't them. I worked with my hands, built custom furniture, came from a one-bedroom house and a mother with cracked knuckles and a heart of steel. They tolerated me like a phase, something their daughter would grow out of. Claire told me not to take it personally, so I didn't, until I should have. The signs came in pieces. She stopped visiting my shop, stopped wearing the ring I carved from walnut and silver, started saying things like, "My parents think you should try law school," or, "Do you ever think about dressing up more?" But the real gut punch was the night I came over unannounced. Her car was there, but the house was dark. Inside, I found her in the kitchen, laughing, with Derek. Derek, the slick real estate heir with the gold watch and family name on a law firm. He looked surprised. She looked guilty. I didn't raise my voice, just stepped outside. She followed, babbling about misunderstandings and family pressure. I didn't argue. I just watched her, really watched her, for the first time. And I realized Claire wasn't torn between two worlds. She'd already chosen. I didn't get angry. I got strategic. I made 2 calls that night. One to a friend of mine, a contractor who did restoration work. Told him I'll sell him my custom walnut desk at cost. The second, to Mrs. Langston, the woman with the vintage Mercedes, because the moment she stepped out of her car and thanked me, lipstick smudged, hands shaking, she'd given me more than gratitude. She gave her name. Elizabeth Langston, founder, board member, legacy donor at the Hawthorne Foundation, the very same foundation hosting a private fundraiser Claire's parents had clawed for months to get into. They were desperate to impress her, and now I had her number. The night of the fundraiser arrived. Claire's parents had wrangled 4 invitations. Derek would be there too, with Claire on his arm. I arrived late, again, wearing the same jeans, oil-streaked hands. People turned, whispered. Claire's father nearly combusted. And then Mrs. Langston walked in pearls, in power, saw me across the room, eyes lighting up. She didn't hesitate. She wrapped me in a hug, took my hand, led me to her table. People stared. Claire stared harder. Mrs. Langston introduced me with pride. "This young man right here fixed my late husband's car like it was built yesterday. Didn't ask for a dime, just wanted to help. Rare kind of heart." Silence, then murmurs of approval. Claire's parents didn't know whether to smile or disappear. Derek just sipped his wine, face pale. And Claire? She looked at me like I was someone she'd never met. Because she hadn't, not really. She met the version of me willing to fold, not the one willing to win. I didn't gloat. I let her come to me. A week later, she showed up at my shop, wearing the ring again, eyes soft, voice trembling. I made a mistake. I nodded, offered her coffee. She smiled, relieved. Then I pulled out the small velvet box she'd left behind when she moved out, placed it on the table between us. "No, Claire, I did." She blinked. What? I made a mistake thinking you loved me, not what I could become for your family. That's done now. Her jaw clenched. You used that woman, that night. I smiled. No, I helped her. You used me. She left angry. But that was the last time I let her shape my story. Now, my shop's full. Orders 6 months out. Mrs. Langston had a nephew who needed a custom conference table, then a niece who wanted a kitchen island. Word spreads. Turns out, craftsmanship and integrity still matter. So yeah, I was late, greasy, wrong kind of man. Until I became exactly the man they never saw coming. Because in the end,